different from what it's like on Earth when we get to actually go on Earth. But let's land first so you can actually see what it's like on the actual surface. And so here we are standing on the surface of Mercury, looking into the sky and seeing this very, very bright object. And this is actually what Ron Miller imagined it as well in his particular image. So you kind of see it doesn't really look the same, but at the same time, we don't really know if any of these are as realistic as they really are in real life, because in real life it might be completely different, because Mercury does have a very, 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 very thin atmosphere. There might be a little bit of refraction that we don't really see here. And because the sun is so close to us, it might be even more blindingly bright than it currently is right here. It might actually be something like this. And my apologies for making your eyes hurt right now. Anyway, let's go to the next planet, Venus. And so let's actually look at the picture of Venus according to Ron Miller first. And obviously it looks a lot more beautiful than I think we'll be able to simulate, but this is what we have. Look at the beautiful corona around Venus, formed by the very thick atmosphere that it has on the surface. Alright, so sun from the surface of Venus is going to look this way. And this is essentially surface of Venus in this game. Not particularly exciting, but the reason why you don't really see the sun is because it's actually diffracted by the extremely thick atmosphere. It is essentially everywhere and nowhere. The atmosphere is very, very, very thick. And on top of that, 90% of sunlight actually reflects from the upper atmosphere of Venus. And so you only get to actually see sunlight. I don't even know where the sun is actually. And there it is. It was right above us. You only get to see sunlight if you are essentially in the upper atmosphere. But anywhere below, it will be kind of a very interesting appearance. Something that is possibly very similar to this. Now we're going to skip Earth and go directly to Mars. And as you can probably imagine, on Mars, sun doesn't really look that different from what it would be on Earth. The only difference, of course, is that the atmosphere here is a little bit thinner. And so the actual sunlight penetrates Mars much easier, so it is a little bit brighter. And I'm going to actually show you what it looks like when it's a little bit closer to the horizon. And here we go. So this is what the sun would look like very close to the horizon of Mars. Now, you still kind of actually see a lot of the stars, even when it's, you know, brightly lit by the sun, because obviously there's just not enough of atmosphere to refract sunlight. But it is there, so there is obviously a little bit of atmosphere that's showing, which is why we kind of see this kind of a atmospheric-like effect here. And let's go through this again. And also look at the picture from Ron Miller as well. And nighttime. And when it comes to Jupiter, instead of actually looking at the sun from Jupiter, which would be kind of difficult because it is a gas giant, we instead are going to go to its moon Europa, which is a moon that we are very, very interested in. It's a moon that possibly has a liquid ocean underneath. Very, very likely actually, almost 100% sure. And where there is a liquid ocean, there is maybe life. And now, if we look into the skies, well, first of all,